Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital, and today I just came back from the Santa Monica Farmers Market and bought these beautiful peaches. And I thought, what can I make with peaches? Then I thought, aha, I'm going to make some peach lassi. And this is not going to be any ordinary lassi, but it's going to be a peach and ginger lassi. So it's a super easy recipe. Let's get started. So the first thing that all of you are going to ask is, where am I? Because this is not my kitchen, but I'm so fortunate to be able to film at the YouTube space in LA. But anyway, back to our lassi. So we're using fresh peaches today. Now, the good thing about this lassi is it can be made into a sweet peach lassi and it can be made into a savory and spicy peach lassi. So I'm going to show you both ways and you decide how you want to go. So for this lassi, peaches usually have a fuzzy, textury skin on top of them, and if you like it, great, you can grind it up and it'll be a little texture to your lassi, and that's absolutely fine. But if you don't, then you can just go ahead and pare this and remove the skin off of it, and that way you don't have to worry about the little bits that don't get ground up. Okay, and I have just a little blender here. You can use a full-fledged blender, but if you have these little individual size blenders, they work really good too. So I'm just going to take our peach and just cut it into little bits and put it into the blender. Now there is a seed in the middle, so you definitely don't want to use that. Now the other neat thing I found at the farmer's market is this young ginger. Now this is not something we get to see. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen young ginger in a normal grocery store, but this is so tender, and the flavor of young ginger is a lot more mild than your normal ginger. So it's going to go fabulous with this peach lassi. And the good thing about this kind of young ginger is it has this nice long stalk also that's attached to it. And although you can't eat it just like that, you can use the stalk to flavor soups or broths, and the flavor of ginger gets infused into whatever you're cooking. So dual purpose, but this is really neat. We're just going to take a little bit of this. And oh my gosh, it goes so smoothly. Ginger is usually very fibrous and, you know, makes some sort of noise when you cut into it, but this is just like butter, smooth. Now the proportions for this lassi are going to be all to taste, because one thing for sure is sometimes peaches are sweet, sometimes they're a little sour, sometimes you have fresh ginger, sometimes you have the regular ginger, and sometimes, you know, you like things a little more sweet or a little more salty, but either way you can just make it to your taste. So I'm going to show you the basic recipe here, and then you can tweak it to however you like it. So we're going to put a little bit of this ginger in here. Now, if you are using the regular ginger that you buy usually from stores, it's going to be a little more stronger flavor point, so just you can scale back a little bit and that's fine. Our next ingredient is going to be fresh mint leaves. Now, anytime you're using mint leaves, you don't want to use the stem at all because it's really fibrous and it's not going to taste good. So just pick off a few leaves, and you don't need a lot because it really is an intense flavor. And we're going to add that in there. And here's the star of our lassi, which is yogurt. Now, yogurt has so many great digestive properties. A lot of people shy away from yogurt because they don't like just plain yogurt, and fruit yogurt sometimes is too sweet or not to their taste. But in this case, you're tailoring the taste of this lassi, which is a yogurt-based drink, completely upon your taste. So it's a good way to get yogurt into your diet and get all those digestive enzymes and bacteria, good bacteria for your system, and you'll just remain healthier. Now, I like to use Greek yogurt. Again, Greek yogurt has all of the whey removed from it, and you kind of get more of the punch of yogurt, and it's almost got like twice as much protein as your regular yogurt. So it's a good option, but if you don't have Greek yogurt, regular yogurt will work just fine. And finally, I'm going to add a little bit of water. It's going to help us grind all of this together. And a little bit of ice, which is going to give us a nice texture to this lassi. And we're going to give it a whirl in our little blender here. So that was the basic steps for this lassi, but here's where things get a little more interesting. So I have two containers here. What I'm going to do is pour half of this out. And now I'm going to show you how to make the sweet version and the savory version. So I still have some more peaches. I'm going to add a little more peach to this because I have room now. And I'm going to add the remainder of our yogurt. So for the sweet version, we've got some honey. And this is again to taste. If your peaches are really sweet, then you don't need to add a lot of honey. And even though it's a sweet version, we're just going to add just a pinch of salt. Kind of brings out more sweetness. And here we go again, a little more ice. And now for the savory version. Got some lime juice, fresh squeezed lime juice. And a little extra salt. And here's the kicker. It's completely optional, but it's going to be amazing. We have a little chili in here. You can use the red or the green or any kind you like. Just going to give it a little bit of kick. And here goes another whirl in our blender. Now you can open this up and taste it at any point in time and adjust the sweetness, adjust the ginger, anything you like in there. Just keep adding until it comes to your taste. Whew. Now that has a kick. Delicious. So there you have it, ginger peach lassi, the savory kind or the sweet kind. So whichever you choose, I'm positive that you're going to be super thrilled with this recipe. It's got the light hint of ginger, a hint of mint, and yummy peach flavors. Of course, yogurt. Who can go wrong with yogurt? And if you're the bold, you can have a little teeny tiny bite of spice in it. But I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And remember, if you like this recipe and you want more, please remember to subscribe. It's completely free and you'll be the first to know every time we post a new recipe. So enjoy this ginger and peach lassi and join me again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com, adding a pinch of spice to your life.